Gender is in everything. Have you ever noticed that in nature, everything has a kind of balance? Day and night, sun and moon, growth and decay, expansion and contraction. Even within living beings, there is a constant interplay of complementary forces. These dual forces exist in everything, in every system, and at every level of existence. This principle is known as the law of gender. The law of gender is one of the 7 universal laws, and it states, gender is in everything. Everything has masculine and feminine principles. At first glance, when we hear the word gender, many of us immediately think only in terms of human biology. But this law is not about social roles, stereotypes, or labels. It is far deeper. It refers to the energetic principles that exist in everything, the masculine and the feminine forces that make creation possible. Masculine and feminine energy. To understand this law, let's define the energies. The masculine energy represents action, initiative, logic, and direction. It is the force that moves, creates, and drives toward manifestation. The feminine energy represents receptivity, intuition, creativity, and nurturing. It is the force that allows ideas to grow, that provides the fertile ground for creation, and that balances the masculine drive. Without one, the other cannot operate. They are complementary, not oppositional. In nature, we see this balance everywhere. The seed cannot grow without both the fertile soil and the energy of the sun. The tides rise and fall due to the balance between gravitational forces and the receptive nature of the oceans. Life itself is created and sustained through the interaction of these principles. Application in the mental and creative realms. The law of gender is not limited to physical creation. It operates within our minds and consciousness as well. Our thoughts, ideas, and intentions also contain masculine and feminine aspects. The masculine side of your mind is decisive, focused, and willing to take action. The feminine side is intuitive, reflective, and patient, allowing insights to surface. True creativity arises when these energies work together. If you only act without intuition, you may force outcomes prematurely. If you only wait and reflect, opportunities may pass by. Balance between the two produces harmony and effective creation. For example, an inventor or artist first receives inspiration from the feminine principle, the idea, the spark. Then, the masculine principle drives the implementation, turning that spark into a tangible invention, artwork, or project. Gender and relationships. The law of gender also explains dynamics in relationships. Successful relationships often flourish when the masculine and feminine energies are balanced, regardless of the gender of the individuals. It's not about who is male or female, but about the flow of these energies. In moments where one person dominates with only masculine energy control, direction, assertion, the relationship can feel rigid and overbearing. Where one person only expresses feminine energy or receptivity, emotion, passivity, the relationship may lack initiative or structure. True harmony arises when both energies are present, flowing, and respected. Gender and personal growth. The law of gender is also deeply relevant to personal development. The masculine principle in you motivates action, discipline, and achievement. The feminine principle allows you to rest, reflect, intuit, and integrate experiences. Many people fail in life because they favor one energy too heavily. They may push endlessly with masculine drive without pausing to reflect. Or they may remain receptive and contemplative, but never act decisively. When you consciously balance these forces within yourself, your decisions become wiser, your actions more effective, and your personal growth accelerates. Gender in the universe. At the cosmic level, gender is a principle that makes creation possible. Stars, planets, and galaxies form because complementary forces interact. Matter and energy, contraction and expansion, gravity and motion, they all represent masculine and feminine dynamics. Even in spirituality, the masculine principle often represents the active force of creation, the will to manifest, while the feminine principle represents the receptive force, the wisdom and guidance that shapes creation. By recognizing these principles, you can begin to align your actions with the flow of the universe. How to apply the law of gender daily. 1. Recognize your energy balance. Notice when you are acting too forcefully or being too passive. Adjust accordingly. 2. Nurture your creative side. Spend time in reflection, meditation, or brainstorming without immediate action. This is the feminine principle at work. 3. Take decisive action. When an idea matures, act on it. This is the masculine principle, taking energy and focus into reality. 4. Balance in relationships. Respect both the masculine and feminine energies in others, recognizing how they complement your own. 5. Observe the world. Nature provides endless examples of gender balance. By studying patterns of growth, decay, and interaction, you can learn to flow with these principles. Closing insight, the law of gender reminds us that creation is never one-sided. Every thought, action, and intention contains both energies. Success, harmony, and fulfillment are achieved when we honor, balance, and integrate both principles in every aspect of life. When masculine and feminine energies work together within you and in the world around you, the impossible becomes possible. Ideas transform into reality, relationships deepen, and personal growth accelerates. Gender is not just in humans. It is in everything, visible and invisible. Recognizing it, balancing it, and working with it allows you to co-create with the universe. The law of gender is the silent power behind all creation, and once you understand it, your ability to manifest, to harmonize, and to live intentionally becomes limitless. Remember, everything you create, experience, or achieve flows from the balance of masculine and feminine principles. Master this law, and you master the art of creation itself.